Assalamu alaikum, welcome back to Generation Y. Before the break, we were discussing the youth and the impact social media has had on the youth, and we're also talking about the different youth clubs that we should try and help set up. There is one really big government scheme that they've set up for the youth, such as NCS that we were talking about before.
Yeah, the National Citizen Service, which is a government scheme for 15 to 17 years old, and it obviously I think that's something really big. It's something that embark on new life skills. You make new friends, and it's they hold every summer and every October.
Yeah, NCS, it's an amazing thing set up by the government. Me and we both went on it together, didn't we, last year? And it was a really good experience, amazing experience. We met loads of different people.
Made new friends.
Yeah, made new friends. We did things that we never do at home, and it was just a really different week, wasn't it?
Yeah, like we mentioned before as well, we learn new skills. I think NCS personally I learn a lot of skills from it, especially confidence as well. If I didn't go to NCS, if I didn't interact with the different people, I wouldn't be sitting here now. And it's not about it's meeting people from different cultures, from different backgrounds. Some people which couldn't even speak English properly, but it helped with team building. It helped with learning them skills. You just got to make new friends.
Yeah, it's really good. Like you said, it's not just the experience, it's about meeting people from different cultures and backgrounds, because right now it's quite segregated, isn't it? Because you go to school, you might meet quite a few people, but as soon as you get back home and you go to mosque, you're seeing people, your own skin color, they've got the same background as you, you're really similar, but as soon as you go on NCS, you're meeting people who are all from all over the country, and you're seeing different things, you're seeing life from a different person, aren't you? You're just seeing different things.
Yeah, like you said, you meet people from different cultures and stuff, and we met people from all around the UK, and look, we did it last year, and we still meet these people, we still talk to these people, so it just shows that we don't forget about the people that we met.
Yeah, NCS, it runs in the spring, summer, and autumn, and it's in you sign up for it online, and I don't think there is a lot of people that know about it, but if it was advertised more, people, they went to schools and it was on social media, then a lot of young people would know more about it, and they'd definitely get into it, wouldn't they? If they knew about it, and all the friends would go in,
yeah, definitely.
they'd all definitely go, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think there should be more programs set up like this. It's not only that you go for a week and you learn a few skills and stuff. This is sort of 4 weeks thing, so there's different phases. There's phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4. And like phase 1, you go on adventure, so you go to a different place. We went to I think Scotland, and it's also ascending into different environments. Phase 2 was discovery. We discovered different things, and the main highlight was the social action, which where we had to go to a care home, and we had to talking to different people in the care home. I think it was really exciting, and something different I've never done before.
Yeah, it brings together people from different backgrounds, like we were saying, and it helps them develop greater self-confidence, self-awareness, and responsibility. It encourages them to go and learn different things, self-development, read books, and communicate with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so personally at NCS, when I went, we went and we did loads of really challenging activities. On the second week, we went and we helped little kids, and we helped the area. It was in Leeds. We helped the area. We cleaned up. We helped promote recycling. I helped people to keep the area clean.
Yeah, do you think there should be more, things like NCS?
Yeah, obviously, 100%. There's no doubt about it. There should definitely be more things for NCS. But I think NCS is like one really big thing that happens 3 times a year. But I think there should be like smaller things, like clubs that people go to every week. And this club sets up like a residential sort of thing once or twice a month, where kids can go and talk to each other, maybe no technology, they're just going, they're eating, they're just doing fun things.
Yeah, also a spokesman from NCS, Michael, he mentioned his exact words were, by coming together with others in their local area and others from the UK putting something back, young people are not only making new friends, but they develop, like he said, self-confidence, teamwork and leadership. And he said they're all essential for, lifetime of work. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think Michael, he's definitely right. He knows what he's doing. He's definitely doing the the right thing. He knows that the most important thing is the child's self-confidence and self-awareness, because even if they don't have the core skills, but they have the confidence and self-awareness, they'll be able to get a job, they'll be able to get somewhere in life. But if they've got all the core skills and they don't have the self-awareness and confidence, then
Exactly.
they ain't got no future. They can't do anything because they're not confident enough to do anything.
And that's exactly what NCS is all about, you know, learning them skills, learning them new skills, and saying yes.
Yeah, saying yes, that's the NCS motto, say yes to NCS. Talking about self-confidence and self-awareness, like we were saying just before the break, it is the main skills that children need in the future to develop a bright future. Why is there not more things like NCS? Why is there not more youth clubs that making sure that kids have the confidence? Why is it always so academia? Why is it so maths, English, science?
That's something which I can't say about why there isn't more, but I think there should be more. I've already discussed there definitely should be more. You know, NCS is open. It's open to everyone, but if I think there was maybe something like NCS every holidays, like we get at least 4 or 5 holidays every year in school time. And if there's something like this every holidays, I think this NCS is only open for 15 to 17 years old. If there's something for, you know, maybe 5 to 8, and then, you know, maybe 10 to 12 or something like that, then there's something for everyone to do, and no one's going to sit at home again on their phones.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Get kids started young, get them talking to people when they're really young, because that's when they're really confident. At, say you're 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, you don't care what anyone else thinks. You're comfortable in your own skin. You're going and you're talking to people. So if you know how to talk to people from such a young age, you've made loads of friends, and you're really confident, then it sticks with you for the rest of your life.
Exactly, yeah.
But if you start maybe too late, like 17, 18, then you might not be sure. You might, oh, this person thinks this person thinks that. So you're not really confident. And especially, say if kids haven't been, say if it's too late, say they're about 16, 17, it's all right, you haven't had the self, now you can go on NCS, but what happens if you're 18 or 19? You can't do that, can you?
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe 18, there should be something for all the people and older, where people can just all come together and develop, maybe one for the teenagers, maybe one for 21 to 24, because I know of adults
Even for adults, yeah.
that are in their 30s or 30s that they can't speak to people, they've got a job, they sit at the office all day, and when they go home they just watch TV, they don't know how to speak to people, how to make friends, how to do other things.
Yeah, definitely, I definitely agree with that. Definitely should be stuff for adults as well. Like I said, not all adults, you know, are confident enough. And yeah, if there's something for adults, especially even if they're married or not, even if they have kids or not, if something like that for adults, maybe like once every weekend to develop them skills, you know, it's even if you have developed them skills before, it's definitely good to repeat them skills during your lifetime. Yeah,
because if you know what made you gain your self-confidence, that's really critical in your children's future, because then you know if I send them to this place, they're going to develop life skills that they're going to use in the future.
And then you also know how to bring up your children in the right way, you know, learning them all the skills throughout their lifetime from a very young age.
Which is probably like the most important thing that a parent can do, develop a relationship with their child.
Yeah, it's like your parents are your first role models in a way, you know, from the start of your life till, you know, your whole lifetime.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think that parents could play a more important role in making sure that the child develops the characteristics there? The parent's job is to like feed the child, to clothe them, to send them to school, but do you think there should be a lot more that parents could go to like places every week or every other week where they can learn how to make sure that their children are confident and able to speak for themselves?
Yeah, I think there's definitely a lot of opportunities out there for parents. There's different, you know, I've heard of different clubs, like baby clubs and stuff like that for parents, just to get that first feeling when having a child, what to do with them. And I think that should stay on for when they get older as well, you know, when they're 6 or 7, parents forget, you know, there should be more clubs for parents through like maybe yearly clubs or yearly events for parents to go to, you know, how to make, like you said, develop the child further.
Yeah, obviously when the child's born you have to feed them, and the parents that's their responsibility. But when they're like 12, 13, when they become a teenager, parents think that they can almost handle themselves. But it's really important at that age to make sure that the parents are comfortable with the child, they can speak to them about different things, and making sure that they can go and build their confidence, because that's what really shapes the future. It's not just the early years, it's more in the later years with the kids developing into an adult. That's where it's really important to get that relationship, get that bond, and making sure that the kid he knows how to speak to the parent, and yeah.
Yeah, they definitely should look out for the opportunities, because I know there's a lot of opportunities out there for the parents and for adults, but not enough for the youth and children.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. So there's also older siblings have got a big part to play in it as well. Like siblings that have grown up without the technology, they know what it's like.
Yeah.
It's amazing when you don't have a phone and you're just going out, so you don't knock on your friend's door, run to the corner shops, buying water balloons, going having fun with your friends. So all the siblings really should encourage their younger siblings to get out, go have fun. Come, let's go do this. Come, let's go do that.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they've seen, like I said, both generations. Yeah, like myself, I have younger nephews, and when they get older, I would tell them how my life was compared to their life now, and maybe that could have an impact on them.
Yeah, older siblings are almost like a youth worker, isn't it? Like a youth worker, you can think of it almost as your bigger brother or your bigger sister, because they're taking you out, they're making sure you have fun. And we do know quite a few people that do youth programs, such as people like
Akil Rashid, who we met last week in Alton Towers, and he organised a trip for the youth, but not only boys, he organised for boys and girls, which I think was excellent, because they both, all the youth went out, both boys and girls, and it was for all children aged 12 to 18 years old. So
yeah, it was really good, because it wasn't just, he made sure that the boys and girls were separate, so everyone was comfortable.
Yeah.
They brought them on separate coaches, but when they got to Alton Towers, they had that bit of freedom to go on and do what you want, and that, I'm sure that had a big impact on the kids. And we really do need more people like Akil and there to help develop the kids, because when they were there, they had to go to rides, they had to know where they were, they had to do everything themselves, they had to make sure that they were back on time, they had to develop the time management skills and things like that, and we need a lot more of that.
Yeah, and I think it's also about making new friends as well. Like, not everyone, there's like at least 100 boys and 100 girls, not everyone knew each other. They're all from different schools, from different places around Bradford, and I think making new friends, that was a vital part in it as well, getting to know new people.
Yeah, I'm sure we did that too. We didn't know anyone else was there. We went there, we met quite a few different people, we had a great time, and it's just these little things that have an impact, because if say someone was there and they didn't know too many people, but they go, now they've met 4, 5, 6, 10, 20 different people, it's really fun. So I think we'll just show you a quick clip of Alton Towers and how amazing it was.
So we just arrived here at Alton Towers, and we're hoping for a fun day ahead of us.
Yeah, it should be good. Let's see how it goes. Me and Talha are about to go on the Galactica and see what all the fuss is about.
Let's go. So it's 4:15, it's been a good day so far, been on a few good rides, had some nice food. What are you saying, Bilal?
Yeah, I think it's been really good. Akil's done a great job with handling the kids. They're all here, they're all on the rides, and we're just going to go look for some more rides to go on, and then we'll see what happens, and we'll tell you about it later. I'm here today with two of the members who have attended the Alton Towers trip. I'm with Hashim and Hassan.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Boys, how was your day?
Our day was great. We had a good time, and we were free to roam the park as we will.
Did you enjoy the rides?
Yeah, they were scary,
Yeah. How did you find it?
I felt like it was a really good opportunity to, the teachers to, give us that, freedom to roam around by ourselves, and like we've been coming to the youth centre every Sunday, and it's helped us get out of the streets and, have a good time with all the lads, and we've had a great time with the teachers and, our peers.
Yeah, so both of you been attending the youth centre that's run by the teachers every Sunday. Do you think that's had a big impact on you guys?
Yeah, because it gives us a kind of responsibility other than just going out and doing other things. So like we have so much to do and we have an aim. So like this trip, it brought a different side out of us. So like we had a different kind of responsibility, and we were free and we were allowed to do what we want, and we did good.
I think it's had a huge impact on me personally, because it's helped us to, get out of the streets, come, learn a bit about how we can be more responsible and how we can, be responsible for our own actions and how we can help others.
Yeah, do you think the teachers had a really big part to play, because they take time out of their own schedule to arrange these trips for you guys? Like, they don't have to do it, so do you think that it's really good that the teachers actually take their time out and help you guys do it?
Yeah, the teachers, if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to be out of these streets or come to these places and see them and that. So we give a big credit to the teachers who have helped us.
I really respect the teachers who have taken their time out of their their busy work hours and stuff to come and help young people like us, and maybe one day we can look back and say that teacher helped us, and they played a big impact in our life and helped us.
Thank you, Hassan and Hashim. I think that you can see that these kind of trips on the youth club has a really big impact on the youth, and that I think we should do more of them. Hi, I'm with Akil here, who works in Bradford with the youth and is also a behaviour manager at our school in Bradford. Can you tell us a bit about yourself, Akil?
I've been working with young people for the last 14 years now. Obviously, a lot of people that came from disaffected backgrounds, a lot of students that had broken families. I work for a secondary school in Bradford, where my main responsibility is behaviour and obviously pastoral. My whole background is all based on youth work. I'm working with young offenders, working in young offenders prisons, youth centres. The whole point of this and the whole motive, what actually set me up to get where I am, is to make sure the young people are off the streets. They're active. They're doing something that's going to benefit their future rather than hanging about on the street. So that's what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis. But anywhere I could actually get myself involved, where I know it's going to benefit a young person, I'd always get myself involved in that and make sure that I've got other young people helping out as ambassadors for young people. So that's my background.
Is that what motivates you to come and work every day with the kids? Do you want to try and create a good environment for the kids?
Yeah, it does. And also, like I said, I've got the passion for it. My satisfaction is when I know I've made a difference in a young person's life, when I know they've set the goals, they're ready to have that challenge and face life in a positive way because it's changed their life. Like, for example, today we've brought them to Alton Towers. One of the reasons is, building their self-confidence, make sure they've got the self-esteem, and they go out there in the real world, they'll face so many thousands of people, they'll be ready, they'll know what to face, what to challenge. So yeah, that's obviously very important that your job satisfaction is that the young person is actually finding benefit from it.
How would you say, alongside your work and your daily job, how would you say you're benefiting the youth?
Well, it gets a bit difficult if I'm obviously working full-time as well. But there was a time where I was doing a full-time job, I was holding 2 jobs in a youth centre in the evening, working with young offenders. But again, it's earlier on what Bilal said, what motivated me more was the young person was changing their life in terms of a good positivity, and that was building that passion into me that, I've made a difference to somebody's life. So again, as funny as it sounds, but you get that time, the time comes because you've got the passion for it.
Would you say that you'll expand this in like in a few years and do more youth work and more activities for the youth?
Yeah, I'd like to expand, but the thing is, you know, you need a really good team behind you in terms of, you know, there's so much we could do, especially, you know, Bradford, you know, this multicultural, we could do so much for young people. And make sure our young people are on the right track and they're actually doing the right thing. There's a lot of negativity going about, as you know, obviously on media and young people within themselves through via social media. But there is, you know, in the future, inshallah, yeah, there's something that I do want to, like, you know, tap some experience into and develop this role into more of a community cohesion.
Yeah, Akil, do you think you also run a youth club, is that right?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, do you think that youth club, it creates a really good environment for the kids? It kind of keeps them off the streets, it lets them come in, build relationships with each other, stay off the streets, maybe like come after school and just let it all off?
Yeah, absolutely, of course it does. You know, I was saying this to a friend of mine yesterday, you know, the youth centre I run is also on a weekend. A lot of young people don't like giving the time up because they want to go with the mates to whatever, but actually they're so dedicated, and I'm on about these are young students from the age of 13 up to 18 as well that actually come in, participate. We've got all sorts of activities going there, and not just activities, we have like issue-based workshops. Anything they need help with, any support. You know, when I was that age, there were some things I couldn't speak to my parents about. You know, not that, you know, there was some friction, but you just kind of like, you're in your shell. So we've got youth workers that actually are there for the young people. If they require any support or they're unsure about anything, you know, we're there for them. And it does, like you said, it's helped so many young people off the street. It's helped so many people get into apprenticeships and develop, you know, their life skills. So, you know, again, that is the motive, get people off the street, into youth centres, make something out of your life.
Do you think that bringing them to trips like Alton Towers is a good way of getting the youth together?
Definitely. As I mentioned earlier on, a lot of our young people don't go anywhere. But, you know, they never met their families. They just felt, oh, well, there's no point allowed to go with their mates. We've brought over 120 students here today. It's been an amazing day. It's been fantastic. The young people themselves have enjoyed it so much. You know, I've got students already asking me when's the next trip. And of course it does, you know, it definitely builds up their life experience in terms of, as I mentioned earlier on, it makes them confident. It actually makes them interact with other communities as well. You know, in terms of a small little gesture could make a massive impact. You know, so you know, I believe it's been, like I said, a productive day in Alton Towers, and it's definitely helped the young people, and they seem happy.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's been a positive day today.
I hope you enjoyed that clip of Alton Towers. It just showed you what an amazing time we had at Alton Towers and how amazing it was. Everyone was working together. Like some people were scared to go on rides, wasn't there? Mm-hmm. But their friends encouraged them to go. Let's go, have fun.
Yeah, it also shows the work Akil does for the youth as well. I think it's very good what he does, and you know, should definitely keep it up and definitely expand it in the future.
Exactly, he's not getting paid for any of this. Either was any of the staff members there. They're not getting paid for any of it. They're doing it because they care for the young children. They want them to go have fun and develop life skills.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's all we have time for today. Thank you for listening. We'll be back next Sunday, 4:30 to 5:30. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.